The curtains open. The scene is set. For pawns, people, and players each stand before it. Their spirits are not yet unbroken, each ready to use their instrumental souls to play along to tonight's cruel duet. Looming before them is a house that is moonlit. In the pleasant and unforgiving town of Sunnyside, the rules are made clear. You are who you are. Roles set in stone, but on All Hallows Eve, you may get the chance to turn the tide. The motto of this lovely rural trap is, things always turn up in Sunnyside, or do they? Friends, peers, classmates, tonight is it. You have narrowly managed to earn an exclusive ticket to Jocelyn Capter's Halloween Bash, a spooky costume party where even the punch bites back. You stand at the foot of the hill, each of you staring at the suspiciously perfect home, where all you can hear is the light rift of music. Bright and flashing lights beat out of the glass windows in almost hypnotic fashion. Halloween's decorations litter the premise. You look to your left, you look to your right. The jock, what do you see? What do they see?
What are you, Jock?
I am Frankenstein. I got a lovely green shade of face paint from my mom. That's it, but it's about having a good time.
Frankie Graves sits before you, the jock, dressed tonight as Frankenstein's monster. Next, we have the nerd. Describe yourself.
I would describe myself as a very charismatic character with a nice flat head of hair and great glasses for seeing, as well as a very fancy red tie around my white collared button shirt. But tonight I am a ghost, because ghosts go through walls.
Yes, Echo Hunts. Next, we have the bad boy. Describe yourself.
Hey, I'm Howie Kane. I'm a werewolf tonight, as you can see. Don't be too upset early on, because I can always get so much worse.
Yes, Howie Kane, tonight as a werewolf. And finally, last but not least, the goth. Describe yourself.
Hello, my name is Faith Divinson. I don't know, I just don't feel like I quite fit in anywhere, so now I'm here.
Excellent. Tonight dressed as a biblically accurate angel. You guys hear the party's music beat from the outside. You stand at the foot of the hill. What are we doing first?
I think we should go inside. That sounds like Take On Me. That's my jam.
Frankie is very excited.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I suppose we could. I mean, it'd be rude to turn down an invitation.
Good, we gotta.
All right, let's go, guys.
Okay, for you, Frankie.
I should carry you through the door.
Really? That'd be very kind of you. I have asthma, so it would help a lot.
Frankie lifts above head.
All right, Frankie. For the first roll of tonight, will you make me an athletics roll?
Five.
Remember, it's the negatives and the positives. So 1 through 2 is a negative, 3 through 4 is a neutral, and 5 through 6 is the positive.
4.
Two positive and one negative, Jeremy.
Plus
One negative?
3 for my athletics.
Excellent, 4. Okay. So you not only managed to scoop up the trembling little nerd, you hoist him over your shoulders and begin walking up the hill with great ease. You guys make it into the party. The music booms and lights flash in every direction. You see your peers, mixture of classmates, dancing and bobbing along to the music. In the center, you see Jocelyn, who sits on a throne full of drink boxes, dressed to no one's surprise as a witch. She takes selfies with everyone who approaches and seems fairly content playing on her phone.
Hey, Frankie, I think we made it in. Can I be set down now?
No.
Okay. I'll hang in there.
Hey, Frankie, do you think you could put him down?
Frankie, belay that. Keep him up there.
Oh, gosh.
Frankie starts shoulder pressing you.
Well, Frankie,
Up or down?
I need Echo down here.
I wish I could do that.
Fine.
Whoa, thank you.
All right.
I appreciate your assistance.
Jocelyn, locking eyes with some of you, recognizes you immediately. He's like, oh my gosh, guys, come over. I'm so happy to see you.
Well, good to see you too.
Let me guess. Okay, we have Jeremy. I obviously know you from cheer. The rest of you are Ethan, right? I remember you. Howie, everyone knows who you are. And I want to say the goth girl. Yeah, of course I know all of you. I'm so glad you guys came to my party. Oh my gosh, yeah, so don't make a fool of yourself. I put a lot of work into this. And in the middle of her talking, a young girl dressed as sort of like a devil kind of approaches. She wears a bright red suit, has like bright red and black makeup, a pair of horns, a pitchfork, and a little tail. She goes, "You cannot cosplay my religion," gesturing to Jocelyn's like witch costume. Jocelyn kind of goes, "Oh my gosh, Dawn, not right now. You remember, you were only invited to this party as pitiful as possible." And she goes, "No, this is not okay. Being a witch is a pagan tradition, not a costume, jerk." Jocelyn kind of just waves her off, and she's like, "Okay, go have a fit somewhere else. No one wants you here anyway." And with that, her like younger sister's like face bursts into tears, and she just runs down the hallway. She goes, "Ooh, that was uncomfortable. Hey guys, can you do me like a solid and like clear up the drama with my younger sister? She's being a brat, yeah, but Daddy said I can only throw the party if she gets to come this time. I will totally make it worth your while, whatever you want. I have money, popularity, money. What else do you need, right? If you can get her to chill out and definitely make her smile, I will make it worth your while. Mission start. Your first mission. Objective has been laid. Cheer up, Dawn."
Frankie is great at cheering people up.
Frankie
would
is
like
great at
mine.
cheering people up.
You go, Frankie. Let's clear up some familial issues.
Frankie starts running after the small
Oh
child.
my god. Do you all follow?
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. You guys make your way and you see like a bright red door with like spray painted written Dawn on it. It's super emo.
Knock, 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 knock. It's Frankie. I'm here to cheer you up.
What do you want?
I'm here to make you happy.
Why are you sad again?
The door kind of like creaks open, and you see that like Dawn is like sitting on her bed. Her like red and black makeup dripping down her face. She's like holding like a set of cards, and she's just like, come in. This is the worst night ever." Her room is like a gothic dream come true, though. You can see how she became a bit of an outcast, however, as monster posters litter her walls. She has nothing but sets of black furniture, a dresser, makeup table, desk, bed, walk-in closet. This girl has all the works. You also notice that there's occult symbols all over her room, including the pentagram, the triangles of the elements, and what appears to be engraved on her wall is 333, her lucky number. "Samhain is like so important to me. Why can't she ever take me seriously?"
I don't recognize any of these hieroglyphics on the wall.
It's a sick decor.
"Thank you. But this is like the worst thing that has ever happened to me in my entire life. And like, my dad didn't even buy me a car when I turned 16.
Oh, that's too bad.
That is quite the tragedy.
Frankie got a bicycle for his 16th birthday.
Your 16th? Lucky, I still need mine. Well, want mine.
Wait, you guys said something about making me feel better, right?
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
Frankie gives the best hugs.
Sure.
Frankie
no,
does
I
give
don't
pretty
need
good
that.
hugs.
You know, it is Halloween, and it would be really cool if I got to do like a real life seance. You know, I've always wanted to try to divine things for realsies and talk to dead people. Who's down? Raise your hands.
Now, I might have to think about this for a second, but I see Frankie's hand in the air, and mine goes up too. So, go ahead.
Will that truly bring you happiness?
It really will, yeah.
I suppose.
Okay. So everyone needs a card. Let me clarify. And then that will be like our role for tonight, okay? We'll start with you, Frankie, since you volunteered first. Looks like you get strength. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's like perfect for your costume. I don't really remember what this one means, but hopefully it plays out well for you. Howie, are you okay going next?
Yeah.
Oh, the moon. That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. This is like working out so perfectly. Okay, Echo, that was your name, right? I
was,
remember you
yeah.
from AP Science, yeah. Okay, ooh. So like you did draw the death card, but I really don't feel like that means you're gonna die since like nothing bad ever happens on Halloween for anyone. especially my family, so it'll be okay.
Frankie will protect
And
you.
Faith, I've been honestly admiring you from a distance for so far. So, oh my gosh, you got Temperance, the angel card.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Listen, okay. How about we also see how tonight's are gonna go, okay? This is so much for me. I've never had like a group of friends that actually want to participate in anything I've planned ever. Okay, let's check out the past. Okay, the Hanged Man. I don't know what that one means either, but it's okay. I'm sure it's talking about my sister because she's being total jerkword. For the present? Oh, that's my costume! I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, that's totally gonna mean such great things. And for the the final card of tonight, please be something good. Gosh, I really hope it's like the lovers. I've been looking for that for a really long. Oh, 3 of Swords, because there's. Okay, there's 5 of us, but I'm sure that's gonna mean good things as well. Okay, all right. She like pulls out from behind her back an Ouija board, and she's like, okay, the final thing for the seance, of course. Who wants to ask a question first?
I mean, I will.
Okay, Faith. She like puts down her, like everyone. She'd like to join her in putting her hands down. Sweet.
Your hands are warm, Frankie.
Frankie is a very warm, loving man.
Both hands, Echo.
Oh, my bad.
All right, Faith. What's your question?
Is there anybody here that would like to communicate with us?
The Ouija board slowly slides down into the yes and pauses. She goes, "Wow, it's working! I'm so excited. Who's next?"
Do you want to be friends with Frankie?
It slides up to the 3. I don't know what that means. Hopefully good things though. Gosh, okay, who's next?
Howie, I think you would ask a really good question right now.
Both of you assume I got anything going on in my head. What does the 3 mean?
It slides down to the no. Oh, okay, stop messing with me don't stop messing around for Echo's question. Echo, what's your question?
Oh gosh, guys, I don't know. I'm kind of freaked by this. I'm gonna ask, should I fear you?
It doesn't move off of the no.
Oh dear.
I don't think it heard you. You should ask again.
Yeah, ask again.
All right. Hey, ghost, fellow brethren, should I fear you?
The lights flicker for a moment before slowly moving to yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, it's my turn. Is it okay if I ask like a couple more questions? Because like I've got some stuff on my mind, and since we're talking to a real life ghost, okay. Is talking my feelings out to my sister gonna be worth it? She says really quickly. Is talking out my feelings to my sister going to be worth it? It slides to the no. She gets a very sad look on her face, and she goes, "Is there a way for her to ever understand me?" It slowly slides to the yes. Yes! Oh, please, oh, mighty spirits, tell me what you need. It slowly slides to the Y, then to the O, then to the U, as the lights cut out. Oh my God!
I think someone's being murdered.
Presented lambs. The knife has been chosen. Lights begin to flicker in your vision. You seem taller, floating almost. You look around in horror to see your friends appear nearly transparent, warping in and out of reality. You look down at your own mangled corpses. You are unable to speak. Rejoice, as your death has come. I hope you find your new forms fitting. Fortunately, only 1 lamb is needed to seal the pact, so you may all each earn your respective freedoms. Find your doors, collect your souls, and the exit will open. You have until the sun steals us back away. Failure means you join us forever in a union of misery. Welcome to consequence, often better known as hell. But don't think it will be easy. After all, if my knife gets you first, then you lose as well. You have 1 hour before dawn. I would start running, little lambs. And with that, you watch as Dawn's body rises up, her neck cracking and spinning around in multiple circles as blood gushes from her mouth. Her eyes slide into the back of her head as she holds up a knife as pitch blackness begins to cover her face. She begins to chase you. Where are we
Epic
running
haunted
to?
house.
That's metal.
Guys, I think we should have feared it. Just saying.
Yeah,
Anyway.
well, you're the one that asked.
All right, she's getting ever closer, guys.
All right. I'm out of here. See ya.
All right. Faith leaves first, running through the door. Dawn gets closer.
Frankie. Let's pare her down. Alright.
I come back in and I grab Echo. Let's go.
Ah!
All right. As you guys leave the room, except for you two, you guys look and notice that this is no longer the house party you entered, as the walls have warped and bended into a spiraling circle. Different colored doors flash different lights at you. You even recognize a green one at the end of the door, Matthew. It looks like your room door from home.
What the heck?
You two. Hold on. I need you both.
Which two?
Yeah. So are you going to like try to tackle her? The two that are still in the room.
I think so.
Frankie is absolutely running at this child.
You're going to like pin this poor girl down?
Yes.
Typical. So are you taking like a football approach to this? Or you're gonna like try to talk her down first?
Talk down after football approach.
All right. So you're just gonna just go for it, right?
Talk down wild.
Can you roll
in
me
football
a
approach.
an athletics check, please? She's going to roll against you, obviously. Excellent.
2.
2 positives?
2 positive.
All right. So as you walk towards her, you kind of take on a very typical football approach and kind of like push your shoulder into it. She grabs your arm and pulls it out of socket. You fall to the ground. I want you to take 1 minor injury of arm out of socket. She raises the knife high. Howie, what are we doing? You just watched a football player, the jock of your team, get thrown to the ground.
Not good. Okay, let's figure this out.
All right. Are you going to try to
Let's see.
fight? Report? What are we feeling?
I'm gonna do a fight.
All right. Go ahead and roll for that. If you want to use any of your skills, please let me know.
Let's see.
Ooh.
So positive, negative. Oh no, neutral. Okay, so that's all even, but +4. All right, so that's 4.
Excellent. So you manage to run forward and kind of slug her in the face. You watch as her neck spins all the way around, taking the blow in great heat. She kind of looks at you and goes, Howie, you should have known it's rude to punch a lady. She takes the knife and is going to attempt to stab you with it. I need you to roll me a physique.
Physique. So that is just 0.
She's going to take the knife and jab it into your side. You feel a loud anguish noise escape from your mouth as you cry out. I want you to distinguish one of your candles.
Oh no!
Already.
Oh my gosh!
You feel the voice appear in your heads again. When I said run, little lambs, I meant it.
Girl, I'm already gone.
Good thing I
She
got
begins to
trained.
walk towards Jeremy, holding the knife high. What are we doing?
Frankie thinks this house is too violent. Runs for the door.
All right. Okay. You manage to scatter out the door and run into both Faith and Echo, leaving behind Howie on the ground.
Howie's dead. What are we gonna do?
Howie,
Whoa.
are
We
you
go
going to try
back
to leave
for
as well?
Howie.
Help.
Oh, Howie's not dead. What are we gonna
I
do?
think we have to go back. I couldn't handle the survivor. What's it called?
The Survivor's Guild?
Survivor's guilt. Exactly. I'd be in my room if I survive later tonight. Oh no, I can't believe I left Howie for dead. And then I'd go to bed. Anyway, let's go get Howie.
Frankie runs
Okay.
back towards the direction of the door.
I follow.
All right. You guys kind of like skitter into the door, and you see that Faith has like unhitched her jaw like a snake, slowly trying to like sink Howie in down her throat.
Guys, help! She's too freaky.
Frankie tries to grab both ends of her mouth and just like widen it to help Howie get out.
Okay. Can you roll me an athletics, please?
Can I Oh.
You can also assist. Add your
I
roll.
would say I wanted to
to say
assist
if we
by
can
trying to
assist.
grab Howie out of there.
Okay.
Okay.
Also roll me athletics, nerd.
Oh god.
+2.
Excellent.
Oh god, this is looking very accurate to my stereotype. -2. Athletics. -1.
You kind of trip and almost fall into the mouth yourself, even though Frankie manages to kind of scrape it open. Howie, you can start crawling out now if you really want.
Oh, crawl.
You guys make it through the door and it kind of shuts behind you, and then you kind of hear, specifically you, Echo, hear a calling to the green door at the end of the hallway. It beckons you. Echo. Echo.
I pretend to ignore the door in hopes that it will stop echoing.
It does call for you. As you guys make your way down, away from Dawn, you hear in your heads, behind each door lies 3 terrible truths, secrets, chances, and lives for some of you. Your past, your present, and your ultimate demise. Risk it all on a gamble of fate. Will you free yourself, your friends, or accept and simply wait?
I don't like any of this. Where's the exit?
That's what I want to know.
The only
Frankie
door.
thinks we try doors until we find the exit.
Well, I mean, obviously one of them has to be a front door. So I say we try and find the front door to the house.
How about that green one? Green means good, right?
Green does mean good.
But that's
I
like
see.
glowing.
Let's go,
and that
Frankie.
doesn't- Echo,
Well.
Frankie, hold on.
Frankie's already running.
You run towards the door, Frankie. You don't feel it calling you, however, you do feel like this is probably where you need to go.
I follow Frankie.
All right.
Grabs the handle, pushes it open. Come at me, Wood.
As soon as you open the handle of the door, you all get sucked inside, where you find a bright green room.
Nice job, guys.
I didn't want to be a part of this.
The room appears to be a library. Echo's name is engraved on a golden plate by a book. Tall bookshelves reach past what the eyes can see as they spin and twirl in a almost hypnotic illusion. There's a giant glass window that leads out to nothing but a black void. The greenness of everything is consuming and overwhelming. It appears to be Matthew's lucky day as you found the door to his room.
What was my name engraved on again?
The
Gold.
like a gold platter by a book.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go pick that up.
All right, you scoop at the book, but your hand runs through a green slime jello.
Ew.
Oh god.
Hey, Echo, are you Mormon?
Why you ask?
Because this reminds me of like the guy that found the gold plates.
Oh dear.
That's like the foundation of Mormonism. Are
Oh.
you sure? Like it's got
I'm
your name on
positive.
it.
Oh, don't show me that.
I'm showing you. It has your name on it.
Oh, stop, please.
I think it belongs
It's
to you.
disgusting.
Take
No,
it.
please, no.
Frankie grabs it out of your hand and just tosses it to the side. He said no.
Thank you, Frankie.
But like, what if his soul is in there? What if his soul is just green goo?
Can each of you roll me a notice check, please?
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, so
-2.
Excellent, Frankie. You don't notice anything.
2.
I say, is there anything we would add to that?
Depending on your sheet, where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, would we add like investigate to that or
Nope, you'd add notice.
add notice? Okay, I didn't realize that was like its own thing. Okay, so then I'm at a -2.
Okay.
I'm at a straight 2.
Okay, so 2 of you are too busy bickering and arguing over whether or not consent is okay, versus the other 2, which notice a very long golden staircase that leads up, higher and higher and higher. You also notice a weird noise coming from where the door used to be, as bright yellow eyes begin to flicker in the darkness.
Howie, did you see those stairs?
Yeah,
I got a bad feeling about this, but I think we gotta go up.
I think so too. I kind of want to get away from all these books. You got a lame room, dude.
I'm sorry.
Frankie never liked books. Stairs are better.
Well, I never had guessed. If I knew you were coming, I would have cleaned.
The more and more bright yellow eyes begin to appear in the darkness as a low, almost raccoonish noise begins to growl out.
Oh God.
Okay,
Frankie
so
loves raccoons.
I
So
recognize
then-
that noise.
are we going up the stairs then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, after you, Echo.
Oh God. Oh, why me? All right.
I can lift you
It's
again if you
your
want.
room.
It is my room. All right. I go up the stairs.
All right. As you guys are slowly making your way up the stairs, very slowly, as Echo seems to be clinging to the side bar, almost dragging his feet, the noise gets a little bit louder as you see in the distance, behind like where the book used to be, is a very feminine ghost figure picking up the slimy book, the librarian.
Oh my. My poor eyes can't take this sight. Am I the only one seeing this?
No.
Is it just me or does that jello look pretty tasty?
Don't say that, because it doesn't. It's gross and disgusting and it gets everywhere. And it's especially gross when it's been left out in the sun for too long.
Why do you know that?
Don't ask.
You both
I'm
are
asking.
disgusting.
Please don't.
I'm asking.
Please don't ask. You will not get an
Why?
answer.
Can anyone roll me an investigate check, please, to look closer at the female ghost?
Yeah, I can.
Oh God.
So I got a 2.
Excellent.
Even 0.
Perfect.
I got a -4.
-4. Your vision gets a little blurry as your glasses feel a bit fogged up as you stare at the very feminine ghost.
not
However,
again.
you, Faith, you instantly recognize a little name tag on her shirt that says Scarlet. You're not sure what that means. If you want to roll a lore check, though, I bet you could find out.
Oof. Okay. I don't have any additives to that, so. So that is a net 0.
Excellent. You might want to ask, then, the owner of the room.
Hey, Echo.
What now?
Do you know a librarian by the name of Scarlet?
By what name?
Scarlet.
Oh gosh, no. That's my ex.
Ew.
No.
Why is your ex in your room,
I don't
Echo?
know. I thought I left her back in Kansas or wherever she was from. Ow, how'd she get here? What's
Echo.
going on?
Wherever she was from.
Echo, you're a little bad boy. Oh my gosh.
She kind of like scoops up the jello book and starts to shake in rage as she drops it on the ground and turns her gaze over to you. You hear in a very high-pitched, annoying feminine voice go,
Echo! Ah! Echo!
Ow.
Can you not do anything right?
No, I can't. It's you. You're the problem. Leave me alone.
Security! Get these nerds out of here!
Hey.
and from the walls start begin crawling out human-sized raccoons as they begin to run at you guys at full force. Who wants to fight? Who wants to run? What's the game here?
What the heck, Echo?
I'm running. I'm running away instantly.
Can you roll me a athletics check, please?
Oh, good.
-1.
Excellent. You trip and start sliding down the stairs.
Ooh, Ow.
What's everyone else's plan?
Pick up a raccoon and throw it at a raccoon.
Okay. Roll me fight.
That's a total of 5.
Excellent. You not only pick up the very human-sized raccoon, you do like a wrestling move and spin it, and it falls into another raccoon, knocking over a bookshelf. Scarlet screams in anger, summoning more raccoons from the dark.
Okay, she's psycho.
Yeah, you sure know how to pick 'em.
That's what I said. And then left her.
I will throw a raccoon at her.
Anyways, let's get out of here. I wish to book it.
All right, roll me athletics. Up the stairs, I presume?
Yeah.
Wait, are we going further up the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The only person run down a fight so far has been Frankie. Beefcake! What'd you get?
Go on, say it.
It's not as bad as it could be, but -1.
Excellent. You also start sliding down the stairs, slipping. What are we doing, Faith?
I mean, like, is she near, like, any, like, actual, like, bookcases? Like, as in, like, I could push one onto her? type
They are
of-
very, very tall, heavy
Oh.
bookcases.
Okay, but like him throwing a raccoon at it.
Human-sized raccoon.
Human-sized raccoon. Sorry. Him throwing a human-sized raccoon at it worked. So if I throw myself at it,
Would you like to try that?
I could.
Can you roll me physique?
Okay, so that is a 2 positive.
Excellent. So, as you begin to slam into the bookcase, you also begin to draw the attention of the other raccoons. Scarlet turns to face you as the bookshelf begins to fall and topple and manages to swiftly roll out of the way. The white ghost mask lifting from her face reveals she is in fact Nicolas Cage.
What?
Ah!
It only gets worse from here.
No, guys, we gotta go now. We cannot handle this man. He's canonically the strongest thing in the known universe. He can beat Goku in any fight. I've seen the statistics. We gotta go now. We gotta get out of here.
Get a load of this guy.
But I wanted an autograph.
No, Frankie, it's a trap. It'll consume your soul.
He like starts eyeing at you, and you feel like you feel like you're a volleyball for some reason. You start seeing a volleyball with a little painted face where your hand should be. You feel-
Wilt!
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh, God, I will not make this reference. I won't do it. I won't do it. I'm not looking. Where am I going?
All right, what is everyone else doing?
Crawl up the stairs if I have to.
All right. Echo, would you like to try to run up the stairs again?
Yes, please.
Both of you roll me athletics. Frankie, are we still fighting?
Not if everyone else is running.
I was say I might run.
All right, I need athletics from all of you.
I got a 2.
Excellent. You actually are starting to make it up the stairs now. Congratulations. At a good pace as well.
Plus
Wow, this is
3.
impressive.
Excellent. Frankie is leading the pack so far.
+1.
You're trailing behind, but you're still making it.
2.
You and Echo are tied in this rat race here. As you guys are making up the stairs, you feel like the ground begin to shake and crumble behind you, as if it's very clear there's no heading back from here. As the ground in the library begins to fall into a deep, cavernous pit, you feel higher and higher and higher as you walk up the stairs, unable to look around or even look down without feeling nauseous.
Guys, I can't look down or else I'll throw up.
Why is Nicolas Cage in your room?
Why is Nicolas Cage your ex?
Why is your ex-girlfriend Nicolas Cage?
I didn't know that. If I knew that, she would have been gone a lot sooner. I'll tell you that much.
Why would you dump Nicolas Cage? Hold
I
on.
told you, he's too powerful.
Why a volleyball?
It was Wilson. Oh, I made no reference. Dang it.
As you guys are walking and running further up the ladder, the more shaky and metallic it seems. No longer a staircase made of thick, stable marble, but now of shaky metal railings that twist up and around and higher and higher and higher.
Can I attempt to keep going up?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you roll me a will check, though?
A will check, yeah. Okay, 2. 2. 4.
Excellent. You were powering through your greatest fears like a pro. However, towards the top of it, you feel sicker. There appears to be something familiar to you. As you get closer and closer to a platform, you stop dead in your trail. A monstrous creature, a muscular man in nothing but a loincloth and his chest split open, the bones protruding, and a green, ghastly face of a floating skull surrounded by thick, black and green tentacles stands before you, waiting for you.
What are you?
Why is this in your room, Echo?
I couldn't tell you.
What were you doing in here?
I don't recognize this one, I'll tell you that much.
But you do, Echo. It's you, your soul. It stands before you, powerful, amongst, unlike anything you've ever experienced before in your entire life. You've never felt more seen in how you see yourself. A disgustingly muscular but vile man.
He is kind of accurate.
You're not muscular.
Shush.
Your
Don't-
soul is cool.
No, my poor ego. Oh, thank you, Frankie. That helped a lot. I think we need to take this guy down.
Standing before you, on a table in between the two of you, is nothing but a plate full of seafood.
Calamari?
This doesn't actually look so bad. Frankie, you should taste it, see if it's poisonous.
Frankie grabs the whole plate and starts to shovel it down.
As you do, the demonic creature before you guys lets loose a shrill howl. It is for me alone. Face it, Echo.
Uh-oh.
Start digging into them crab legs, man.
Oh boy.
Echo, don't you remember your allergy?
Oh dear.
Your face begins to explode in a vile thing of closed throatness and pus as you begin to gag and scream out, falling to the ground as one of your candles go out. Echo, extinguish a candle.
Guys, it sucks. Oh.
You
I don't
keep
like-
eating?
No, no. I do not go back for seconds.
Admit it. Admit your secret, it cries out to you, pointing a very long finger.
Guys, there's something you should know.
Oh, good lord.
I don't remember my secret. Oh, never mind. It's fairly obvious. I forgot I had a very, very severe food allergy to seafood.
Not that secret,
Oh,
Echo.
oh no.
Say it.
I'm absolutely terrified of Nicolas Cage.
Not that secret, Echo.
Oh no. Oh God.
Please, Echo, I think it's
As you
out
watch
here.
as the ground begins to crumble around you, the world falling deeper and deeper and deeper into a black void. The ghost grabs you and begins crushing your shoulders with its powerful hands. Say it!
I'm wanted by the IRS. Ow.
Pitiful. I can't believe you're in your body. As it slowly seeps back into you, you feel whole again.
That was your terrible secret?
I've committed tax evasion one too many times.
A second
You're
door
a-
appears right behind the two of them as they fuse together. A yellow door that calls to Faith.
Oh, okay.
What's the IRS?
The tax people, Frankie.
It's the
Oh, the
income
people who
revenue
drive those
service.
yellow cars?
No, those are taxis. These are the guys that take your hard-earned money
Well, actually,
legally.
Oh.
the IRS stands for the International Revenue Service, and they collect money because the government sucks.
Frankie,
Yeah, that too. The government does
Have
suck.
you-
Anyways,
have you paid your taxes?
I don't think Frankie qualifies to pay taxes.
Taxes are the yellow cars, right?
No, those are taxis. Taxes are money that you have to pay to the government.
The ground
Frankie
begins to
doesn't have
crumble
money.
faster
Okay,
as the room is
okay,
over.
okay. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Do you open the door, Angel?
Yeah.
The door swings open, Faith, as you see one of the worst sights you could have ever seen in your entire life, the beach. A garden filled with lustrous things, but the water that stretches for hundreds of miles, the ocean, pulsates back and forth, beckoning you. As you all enter and realize the door behind you is gone.
Can I get that door back? I don't want to be here anymore.
You notice that the garden doesn't seem very quiet. Can you roll me a notice check, all of you?
Dude, I got nothing but neutral. What the heck?
So I've got a net 0.
Excellent.
-2.
Frankie, once again, not noticing
I
much.
have one.
Yep.
Also 0.
Okay. It is in fact Echo that notices a light little giggle come from the shadows.
Scarlet?
Pointed little hats begin to budge out of the grasses and the bushes. You seem to be the only one noticing this, though. As
Is
the
anyone
water.
else seeing all these
Seeing what?
hats in the bushes? Is what I can assume they are.
Seeing what? Where?
That bush right there.
That bush?
Yeah.
As you turn around, you notice a bright little red hat poke in and poke out as a light little giggles. Hoo hoo hoo!
No, 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 no.
Wait,
Woo!
wait.
Wait,
Oh.
You got your soul back by addressing your fears.
I did.
You should address your fears too. As I try to pick up Faith and run towards the red hat.
Okay.
Don't pick me up.
All right.
You can do it.
Okay, I need you both to roll me a athletics check, because I assume you're resisting, Faith.
Absolutely, I am.
+2.
Excellent.
Solid 0.
You ram Faith towards the bush, pushing her through it to reveal spider gnomes that are crawling up and down the trees with clown makeup. They cackle and giggle in horrific noises as they begin to crawl towards her. You feel them crawl around the ankles of your skin. It is a dreadful feeling as one runs up your back, Frankie, in horror.
No. No.
Never mind, this is horrible.
Stay over there. I
The
don't
water
want
begins
you.
to rise in the ocean a little higher. It doesn't seem a direct path where to head as the gnomes begin to surround the four of you, except for the water. It gets higher and higher as the little clown gnomes begin to sink and bite into Faith. Faith, can I have you roll me a physique check?
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Or maybe not. So that's a +3.
Excellent. You begin to swat them off of you as they lunge and rivet. It's very hard to fight back, though, as Frankie is still holding you.
Frankie, get me out of here!
Frankie runs out of the bush. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea.
Do you leave Faith there?
With still holding Faith.
Excellent. Faith, you notice in the water a mirror slowly begins to rise from it. A reflection on something. Do you want to investigate further?
I suppose I should.
Can everyone else roll me an empathy roll? And Faith, you roll me a general notice. No, investigate. Roll me investigate, sorry.
+2 on empathy.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah,
1.
Excellent.
5.
Perfect.
Still 0.
As you look in the mirror, Faith, you see yourself, a younger version with bright blonde hair and pigtails, a light pink dress, and cute little light blue shoes, holding nothing but a hairbrush and a couple ribbons in your hair. A not goth look at all. Echo, you instantly pick up on this. This is a younger version of Faith, one time and time again. As you stare at Faith's face, you begin to realize, oh my gosh, she hates this. You wonder why.
That's you.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, it is.
No.
Look at the eyes, the eye color, the hair.
No.
Well, not the hair because you dyed it. But still, that's the facial
Exactly.
features.
My hair's not blonde,
Yeah,
so that's not
you
me.
dyed it. You're telling me you weren't always so emo and depressed all the time? What happened?
That's not me.
I disagree.
Kind of, Faith, as you deny this, you watch the small young girl walk slowly 1 foot out of the mirror, across the water. You deny me time and time again. When will you learn? I'm worthy of acknowledgement. And she begins walking closer. You can hear the spider gnomes behind you giggle and chant.
Frankie thinks this is a new field to address. Starts running towards
Okay. It's me. I'm just
As
like,
you enter the water, Faith, you feel your ankles become heavy. As black tendrils begin to wrap around you and slowly begin dragging you deeper and deeper into it. Frankie, will you roll me another athletics check to not have Faith ripped from your arms?
Oh, +1.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Would you like to use any of your fate dice?
Yes, can I use 3 of them?
Absolutely.
or that's much better.
That is a total, it was athletics, so
Mhm.
+5.
Excellent. Okay.
Do you need another one? Oh, is that your
The
one?
tentacles continue
Right
to
there?
drag.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you went down to 2. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of fate
Oh
points.
no.
You feel them begin to wrap around you as well, actually. Slowly pulling you both deeper into the water towards the mirror. The little girl walks ever closer, her arm beginning to outstretch towards you, Faith.
I said it. I said it. I said you're me.
She walks ever closer, the gnomes beginning to chant, "Remember, remember, remember!" Clowns begin to giggle and laugh around you, letting loose horrific noises of chuckles.
I wasn't always goth! Is that what you want me to say?
Faith.
You even brought friends here, so you still can't admit it? You'll still never admit it to me? What happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
You think to yourself, but still are unable to remember. As the water rises, now outstretching onto the beach, into the garden, everyone's ankle is being overtaken by water. You all feel pulled deeper. I need everyone to roll me a fight.
Oh, my bed sheet's getting wet. Oh, dear.
Put your cheek down.
What's this fight?
Yep.
Oh my god.
6.
Excellent.
I got a 5, believe it or not.
Damn.
+2.
+3.
Excellent. We'll start with the 6, shall we?
Oh yeah.
You've been training for moments like this, Howie. You're not sure when or where or why, but there's something about water and tentacles, and you were just prepared. You pull from your knife a little something something. Just kidding. It's your fist. And you begin to wail into these tentacles, fighting them back. A couple of them go limp and sink into the water. Echo, you also have a similar experience. Maybe watching Kung Fu Panda really was worth something. As you begin to deck and destroy through these tentacles. Frankie, you're obviously doing great. You trained for this, body slamming. You feel the need to throw Faith to the side for some reason as you begin to fight off the tentacles that are pulling you in. And Faith, you feel them wrap around you tighter. Almost getting around your waist, they begin to pull you deeper and deeper. Where you feel your sand once was starts to feel like a bottomless pit.
I used to be preppy? Is that what you want?
But it's not, and you know it's not, as it drags you deeper. Anyone want to roll lore? Figure out maybe what's actually happening here?
Frankie always wants to know more.
This one hurt. God, I'm dense.
0.
Excellent.
I got 1.
Okay.
Hey, yo, twinning.
Howie?
-2.
Howie, you're too busy combating the crap out of these tentacles to even know what's happening. All you notice is that you're drilling them, and you're drilling them good. Left, right, up, down. You throw in a kick at one point, and it goes, "Ugh!" It winces, and you're like, oh, that's what you should have thought. Darn tentacle, and you keep wailing. Everyone's having a great time, though. However, Faith, you feel your head pulled underneath the water, and you can see it. Red and blue flashing lights. This is not water. It's almost worse. It's salty like water, but it's your own tears. You're drowning in them. Something deep within you is taking over. Echo, you also notice this. This is very salty water, but not salty enough to be ocean water.
Why are you tasting it?
It happened to get there.
It also
it
tastes
tastes
like
good?
tears.
Ew.
That was pretty gross, but gain a faith point for the power. Okay. The spider gnomes draw closer, surrounding you, Faith, in a little circle and begin to chant. Remember, remember, remember. Oh, remember, remember, remember. Oh.
I can't with the
What do you need to remember, Faith? What is it?
What did you forget?
I used to be Amish.
Now that's a shocker.
I used to be Amish until my parents committed a couple felonies.
And with that, you feel yourself slowly begin to rise to the water for a second. And there you see it, your soul. The little girl has transformed into a biblically accurate angel. No face, but spinning rings. A long, slender body embraced with a cloak. Wings spinning, a sephram almost. Why have you neglected me?
I don't like you.
Can you roll me a report for that? Rapport? script. Rapport. Yeah, sorry.
That was a terrible answer.
That's a -1.
It begins to crack and bend, almost morphing into something much worse. You don't like me?
I don't like who I used to be.
But you've neglected me. There's so much to me that you've chosen to ignore and abandon. We've been abandoned so many times. Why would you abandon me as well?
Because I don't want to remember.
Well, again, same stat.
I think this is God telling you to be Amish again.
Good Lord, I hope not.
2.
Tie. Seeing each other as equal fields. It's very clear that the Saffron doesn't want you to return to it. Maybe embrace and accept and move forward. It outstretches its very long, slender hand of you, covered in eyes, rings, bracelets, everything as it reaches out to you.
Back out to it.
You guys embrace.
Oh, we all embrace.
No.
Do we all? I'll hug all of you.
Frankie loves a hug.
Forgiveness is good.
You guys all wrap around the Saffron, who finally goes, "May I tell our final secret?
Yes.
I suppose.
We really do love being around you guys." And with that, the Saffron begins to embrace and wrap tight around Faith, filling her with an angelic glow as she feels more whole again.
Frankie likes friends too.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Frankie.
Allow me to bestow upon you each a blessing. She pulls from appears the past as she hands Frankie a club. Hands Frankie a very large club to aid in his battles.
Wow.
Nick receives a vial of like blue liquid for some reason. You're not sure what that is. Echo, you receive a gentle embrace as well as a kiss to the forehead. You feel safer, stronger. You feel one of your injuries slowly ease, although you don't really have any yet, so maybe you'll save that for later. And Angel, since you feel whole again, you receive an emblem of your old faith to call upon in a time of need. As the orange door appears, calling, you guessed it, to Mr. Frankie Graves himself.
No boy.
Oh no. Face it head on, Frankie, as Frankie starts to run and tries to tackle down the door.
Frankie, there is a handle on it. That's a very dramatic movement of you to do.
You sort of grapple onto the door, hugging it, almost not wanting it to open, as you know what lies inside. Well, not for sure, but you know at this point.
Frankie sheepishly reaches out a hand, turns the doorknob.
Okay, now you're just being dramatic.
Speed up here, bro.
I open the door.
Roll me a will check, all of you.
All of us? Oh, good lord.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, my will is unstoppable.
Plus 4.
Me too.
Excellent.
I got +6.
Plus,
Excellent.
+6. Let's go.
Howie?
Plus, so, oh, okay. So then
Is it higher than a 1 yet?
is 1.
Is it
All
higher
right.
than 1?
Howie, you were kind of jaw dropped. Everyone else has kind of gotten used to how this works, how it plays out, and the almost eldritch horror that awaits you all inside is a laboratory. You feel deeply discomforted, but you manage to push through it. As a bright orange laboratory filled with hundreds of thousands of cloning cells lay within. Versions of Frankie are all within them, curled up in on itself as it feels alone, overshadowed. The different vials of everything just spit out at you as this like deep fog covers the ground of the pitch black floors and walls of this lab. You're not sure where you're supposed to find Frankie's soul in a place like this, and you're not sure where to start looking. Any ideas?
Frankie, are you a Star Wars fan?
Frankie doesn't know how to science.
Because this is looking a lot like the Phantom Menace.
Does that mean you know what you're doing here?
Maybe. Are you a Star Wars fan?
What's a Star Wars?
Well, that answers that question. Let's keep going.
All right. Does anyone want to investigate the room more?
I'll give it a go.
I will also give it a go.
Roll me some investigation checks then.
Might as well. Might as well.
Frankie's just cowering in the corner.
I didn't notice Jack.
1.
0.
0. Anyone else? Howie?
-4.
Excellent. All right. So you accidentally destroy something while looking at it. That was important, but that's okay. Faith, you managed to hear what is a bunch of like lab notes on a table, and you're kind of like reading them over. And they talk about Frankie in immense detail, a very personal level of detail about how like this test subjects are going. And you're kind of skimming through it, and you're like, okay, all right. So this is a cloning facility, obviously. There's a lot of recreation. It has like each like clone ranked on like their skill level, and like there's obviously some that are gonna be way better than others. All of them seem better than the current Frankie.
Oh.
They're smarter, they're faster, they're stronger, they're nicer, they're cooler, they look better, and it's obviously they keep comparing them to the original Frankie in a way that like is just awful and mean. As you're paging through it though, you kind of reach the final page. Can you go ahead and roll me a context, if you have anything of that?
I do. Neutral. +1.
Excellent. There's something weird about this final clone. Most of the page is ripped, smeared with a big red handprint. You think to yourself, that's weird. There's no one working in this lab. It doesn't seem to be filled with anything. Everyone else has so far had like enemies, monsters, ghouls, goblins, spider gnomes. A good reflection of everyone's fears, except for this one, except for this final clone, which has the entire picture of it ripped out, censoring it entirely.
Just gonna turn to them with the sheet. Hey, Frankie, do you know anything about this?
Frankie, roll me a will check.
It's kind of graphic.
4.
Okay. You stare at it and you calm your beating heart that nearly beats out of your chest as you, I don't know, but that's obviously not me, right?
It couldn't be me.
I mean, none of these are you. They're just you, but different.
Different how?
Well, I mean, they're all ranked, and I mean, they have different skills. Like, some of them are very strong, very fast, much more friendly than you, which is shocking. But that's what it says on the charts.
Frankie doesn't want to be here as he starts like running through the lab.
So you begin to run to the lab. You kind of stop as there's like a pool of slime from an empty clone chamber. It kind of spreads across the floor, touching the edge of your shoe.
Anyone there?
I hear Frankie call out and I go follow him.
All right.
I'll also follow him.
Let's all go.
There's no answer. Just pure empty silence.
Frankie.
Frankie.
I'm here.
As you guys sort of regroup, you do begin to hear a noise. Heavy footsteps.
Is that him?
One at a time.
Frankie? Frankie?
I'm here. I'm here.
Frankie?
Hello. Hello.
He's right there, Echo.
Oh,
As
hi.
it gets darker
Hi.
and darker and darker, a burst of flames comes from a corner as a chainsaw revs up highlighted by the fire behind it. A masked version of Frankie stands there with nothing but a butcher's cloak, a pair of black jeans and heavy combat boots, and obviously a chainsaw.
Frankie, that looks like the one that's missing.
Is this your soul?
You don't know.
Oh
You
my.
don't even recognize it
my.
as it holds it up and lets loose a squeal of horror and begins to run at you.
Maybe if we put it back in the pot, it'll work. I don't think Frankie needs a soul. I don't think Frankie needs a soul anymore.
Does Frankie want to die?
No.
Then you need to get your soul back in your body.
Frankie runs up and tries to hug the chainsaw wielding Frankie.
Okay. Okay. Do you mean it?
You're gonna lose a candle.
Frankie's scared, however, he's trying to reunite with big scary chainsaw Frankie.
Can you roll me a rapport, please?
You're losing a candle. Oh no.
+2.
Excellent. It shoves the chainsaw through your chest. Extinguish one candle.
And they said this one was nicer than me.
I didn't say this one was nicer than you. I just said some of them are.
It kind of like pushes you up, and you feel it like run through your body, ripping through your spine as you fall blank on the floor for a second, and then your soul, you feel in the distance get weaker.
Oh dear.
You all had to admit things. What does Frankie have to admit?
I will always be better than you. There's no point. You're not leaving this room, Frankie. As it begins to charge you again.
Howie, you saw that, right?
Yeah, that was horrifying.
How is he alive? The chainsaw went through his chest.
We're
Honestly, I'm
not
impressed.
alive right now. We are in between spaces.
Oh yeah. How's he alive right now?
Echo!
Oh,
We're all a little slow here.
You also,
He
Frankie.
is.
Frankie gets a little bit jealous sometimes. Okay, that's my secret. We're done. Come back. As he gestures to his soul.
you see out of the corner of the room, leaning against one of the chambers, is Dawn. She smiles and goes, "Oh no, we're done here. You have made it too far, all of you. Your soul is mine." And she raises the knife again. The chainsaw maniac, we'll call it, begins to hold it up in unison, almost mimicking her actions as the two of them begin to charge the four of you from opposite ends of the hallway.
Okay, Frankie gets jealous of nerds. Frankie gets jealous of smart people. Frankie was a tiny, weak little baby, and he wishes he could have had a big brain.
I think we need to find your soul first.
That's not it.
Apparently not. You just admitted all your secrets, seemingly, and it's not taking you. So we need to find it.
Angel, I need you to roll me a notice really quick.
Okay. Okay, so that's -2.
Excellent. You feel Dawn appear behind you and shove a knife through your sternum. Extinguish a candle. She kind of laughs and goes, 1, 2 more for the rest of you. But now you're on even foots. Who's next? And holds it up again.
Good time as any. I wish to fight.
All right. Anyone else want to roll me notice really quick?
I will roll notice.
I will roll notice. +2.
Excellent.
0.
Okay. Howie?
That's a 1.
Excellent. Okay, so I need you to now to roll me lore. You guys get to move on to the second round.
All of us roll?
No, just the
Or-
two that succeeded.
Ah, okay.
-3.
Excellent. Howie?
1.
Okay. Howie, you put together some dots really quickly as you notice 4 strings sticking out from behind the maniac. One orange one, one green one yellow one, and one purple one. Each one kind of stick out of him, puppeteering him almost. As you very, very close attention, that Dawn has not raised her hand from her side yet. Only one hand seems to be moving with the knife this time. Would you like to announce this to your party?
Yeah, something weird's going on with the back of his neck. They got like different colored strings, and Dawn hasn't used her non-knife hand. Like it's frozen.
That is peculiar.
Frankie has idea. Frankie tries to grab the hand that like hasn't moved on Dawn and just like whip the hand around.
You want to touch Dawn?
Yes.
All right. Can you roll me a athletics check, please?
Five.
Okay. You interlock hands with Dawn, trying to like bend it back, maybe snap it even, causing some sort of damage. As Dawn kind of just begins to slowly lower yours. But the second you do touch her hand, you are forced to touch this orange cord. And as you do, you watch it snap. But that's all that happens. Dawn kind of smiles and goes, "Guess you're next." All right. I need everyone to roll me 1d6. This is going to decide initiative.
6.
All right. We have 1-6. Howie?
5.
4.
Excellent.
5.
All right. I need you two to roll again. Decide who goes first between the lot of you.
Also 5.
4.
Excellent. So, Faith, you get to go first. What are we doing? The chainsaw maniac approaches ever closer with each turn you take, revving the chainsaw faster and faster.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna try and like get behind her and try and just like grab her arm.
Behind Dawn.
Yeah.
So she is currently behind you. So
Oh,
you
she's
wanna,
behind me. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Do you want to like sort of like whip around?
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna turn and like grab her arm,
Okay.
the knife arm.
All right. Can you roll me a physique, please?
That is a positive 1.
Excellent. So like you both kind of strain in the moment as neither of you is able to move the knife any closer to the other. All right. It is her turn. She is going to go ahead and try to overpower you and slam it into you again.
Do I need to roll another?
Yeah, go ahead and roll
Okay.
me. Yeah, roll me another physique.
That's a -1.
Excellent. The knife enters your shoulder this time, piercing through you.
Oh wait. Hold on, I might have counted that wrong. Sorry, that's a net 0.
Still happens.
Yeah.
Extinguish another candle.
That's what I get for trying to save Frankie.
All right. It does go to you next, Howie.
I'm gonna try to, I guess, knock the knife out of her hand.
Okay.
Ooh. And what modifier is that?
Yeah, for fight, please.
Fight, yes. Okay. 2.
Excellent. Okay, she's gonna roll for physique to hold it. Okay. So you managed to knock the knife out of her hand entirely as it falls to the ground, skittering away. All right, Frankie, you're next.
Frankie wants to go up and punch the child.
You wanna like kick her?
Yes.
Okay. So she is still technically holding on to Faith right now. Do you still want to do this?
She doesn't have a knife anymore.
Frankie is just kicking.
All right, roll me fight. She's gonna roll physique.
Nope. 4.
Excellent. You kick her so hard you feel her ribs bend in as she flies back, taking Faith with her. As they both crash into each other to a clone chamber that busts open as goops of slime begins to fall on top of them. Okay, it is your turn. Echo?
Can I like examine the chainsaw man for any weaknesses?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me investigate.
Sick. That is a -3.
Oh.
While you're staring at him, I want you to roll me a will check, because he's pretty scary.
Oh god. Uh-oh. 1.
You begin to shake and tremor as your heart beats so hard it feels like it's about to explode. There's something unrecognizable as you feel your candle slowly extinguish, as you fall back terrified, your will breaking a piece of your soul.
Better.
Okay. It is now the chainsaw man's sort of thing as he kind of trembles forward, still pointing his chainsaw at you, Frankie. He's going to attempt to slash you with it. Go ahead and roll me physique.
4.
Excellent. You narrowly manage to dodge as you roll out of the way as it brings it down, crashing into the floor, leaving marks and a huge indent as he feels that would have cut you in half. All right? It is now your turn. Faith, what are we doing?
I'm gonna try and like feel around Dawn for strings.
Okay. Roll me and investigate.
Okay. So that's a +2.
Excellent. You do manage to find it, and as you run your hands over where you hope it would be, you touch the string, and as you do, it breaks, freeing the creature from one more string. It's now your turn, Howie.
I'm gonna keep swinging.
At her?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me fight.
Nice. Still 2.
Ooh, you actually managed to hit it. What did you want to do again?
Just throw haymakers.
You're throwing haymakers into this tiny freshman teenager's body as her face goes back and forth and back and forth. She's taking it like a champ, though. Frankie? Your turn.
Frankie tries to like grab her arm and like force it behind her.
Go ahead and roll me athletics. It's okay.
5.
Excellent. Barely managed to like bend her arm back, and as you do, you watch like the chainsaw man's thing fly back a little bit, clearly showing there's some kind of connection here. 2 strings remain. Echo?
I want to taunt the chainsaw man, have him charge at me, and then move out of the way and try and get him in an angle to run into the other menace in the room.
Okay, roll me a provoke.
Alright.
Papa needs a new pair of shoes.
Is Papa getting the shoes?
You got one! I think I'm dead.
Papa got a singular new shoe.
Papa
The
got a
creature
shoelace.
doesn't even acknowledge you, still focused in on Frankie. Alright, the creature's turn.
Ow.
It revs up the engine again, pulling it free from the floor. It turns towards you, Frankie.
Frankie wants to put this freshman teenager in the way of the giant chainsaw man.
You're gonna pick her up?
Yes.
Okay, roll me athletics.
You're gonna kill a child.
That's
Possessed.
+3.
Excellent. So she rolled -4. She falls completely limp after haymaker after haymaker. As you scoop her up and hold her in front of the beast pauses, not hitting her. All right, it is her turn. She's going to have her neck snap around to look at you, and her jaw is going to unhinge as she's going to lunge for your face. Please tell me what you're going to do, and I'll decide the roll.
I would like to bring her own arm in front of her mouth.
Excellent. Can you please roll me a athletics?
Four.
Okay. You kind of snap her arm into place as she lunges, biting down her own arm. She lets out an anguished cry and scream. 2 cords still remain. It is your turn, Howie.
You look like you're thinking about more haymakers.
Haymaker the arm. Haymaker the arm.
Hang on. Can I stand behind Frankie and the kid and try to provoke the monster?
Yeah, go ahead and roll provoke for me. It's gonna roll will.
All neutral.
Oh my gosh, it's like,
Hang on.
hold on.
2.
Okay, it does not move.
You can roll the exact same amount of numbers.
All right, it'll go to you, Echo.
Guys, I'm running out of ideas.
Look for strings. We need to break the strings.
Can I try and find more strings?
Yes. Roll me investigate.
That's a 1.
You do actually manage to see it. Congratulations. There's a string connecting the monster, 2 strings actually connecting the monster to Dawn. One of them is, I believe, purple, and the other is green.
And it's still my turn, right?
Yep.
Can I use a stunt?
What would you like to use?
I'd like to use shoot and quick draw and chuck my inhaler and try and hit them both.
You absolutely may. Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll shoot for me, please.
No way.
Man's just trick shotting his inhaler.
Sometimes in life, you gotta sacrifice the things you love most. Oh God.
Remember, you have fate dice.
Yeah.
Fate
Oh,
dice,
you're
fate
right.
dice, fate dice, fate dice.
I'm using 3 of those.
Excellent.
Oh, we'll take that.
What do we get?
We'll take that and hold on. If I have shoot, do I add that as well?
Absolutely.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Excellent. You perfectly shoot it, and it hits your string, disintegrating it. A purple string remains. It is now the beast's turn. It turns to look at you, Echo. Finally, you've drawn its attention. It's going to charge. Roll me a physique check.
Uh-oh. That's a 0.
You are so lucky that today is your day, as it narrowly avoids you.
As I dodge, I say, take a breather, as I grab back my inhaler.
Okay. 1 string remains, the purple one. Okay, it is her turn. She is going to try to break free. So she's going to roll physique. I need you also to roll physique. Frankie.
Two.
Excellent. You managed to keep hold.
No, it's gonna keep doing that.
It is your turn, Howie.
I'll look for the last string.
All right, roll me investigation.
Oof. Oof.
Fate dice.
I'm using fate dice, yeah.
All right.
I'm so glad you reminded me those existed.
Can you do it again?
Yeah, you can use it until you run out of fate dice.
Oh, did I need to remove fate dice since I used a stunt?
Yeah,
How much do I get rid of? Oh, it's
2.
2. Okay.
Finally, okay. So that is 3.
Okay, you see it's connected to her middle finger into the back of the creature's head.
Just rip that.
You ripping the string out?
Yeah.
You manage to swiftly pull it, and as you do, you watch as the great beast goes, "Oh, Frankie, no one hurt friends. Frankie, better than this. Frankie, like art and craft, not hurt friends." As it runs towards you, Frankie, its arms open,
Frankie, do like arts and crafts. Give me a hug.
and brings it in into a tight hug. As congratulations, Frankie, you feel whole again. Dawn lets loose a heinous scream, kind of disintegrating into goo into the ground for now, as a purple door opens behind the two of you. The
Ew.
final door.
Purple.
Oh,
Horrible.
I really don't want to do this.
I think you really got to do this.
Faith reaches out and puts her hand on Howie's shoulder. You got this.
I hand you my inhaler. Take a breather. Haha, reference.
Frankie comes up and hug Howie.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to the door, and pull it open.
A bunch of hands reach out and pull Howie in. The rest of you feel them grab your ankles as they shoot out, dragging you without any will or ability to fight back into what appears to be a prison cell.
Deja vu?
Purple covers the walls as the abandoned prison sits empty and horrific. Nothing but chains on the wall, prison doors that are made of thick metallic bars, and concrete walls is all you can see, as you guys appear to be sealed in a cell. No escape, no fears to confront, and not Howie's soul.
Oh my god. Oh
Are
my
you
god.
afraid
oh my
of the
god.
dark or something?
I don't like being in jail.
This is where the IRS almost put me.
Let's hope the IRS isn't here.
Oh god, I didn't even think about that.
I was gonna like go up to some bars and be like shaking them, let me out.
Okay. You kind of like notice that there's a bunch of like stuffed animal guards kind of just walking down the hallways. They wear police hats, they have little badges, and they have batons. They appear to be scanning each empty jail cell looking for someone. The more you shake and rattle, the more attention of theirs you draw. You also feel that your jacket is empty, Howie. Something important is missing.
What are you looking for?
What's gone? What's gone?
Is it another rib?
It's a
They get closer, sort of beginning to run their batons along the lines of the bars, beating a rhythmic pattern at you. He'll find you eventually, Howie. We all will.
Oh god. I really did not want to tell you guys this.
I think you should spit it out.
Say it. Say it.
Say it. Say it.
I
Say it.
Say
Now.
it.
I'm missing my stuffed bear.
Oh.
You have a
not
stuffed
bad
bear
at
too?
all.
Frankie thinks it's
Yeah.
cute.
That's adorable.
The bad boy's a big softie.
I imagine that your bear is a lot more like Ted. No?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a very small bear.
Things
I
things
need
are
it.
adding up.
I need it. Okay.
The stuffed animals kind of draw closer, finally reaching your guys' cell. A large penguin stuffed animal goes, "He'll see you soon if you're ready. If you're ready to admit it." both of them.
Both of them? Howie, what's this goofy penguin talking about?
Both of them.
Both of them.
The penguin takes out a very comically large key and puts it into the very small lock perfectly somehow, unlocking the door and grabbing Howie, throwing him to the ground. Howie, can you roll me a athletics check, please? Or no, a physique check.
Physique. Okay. Oh man. That is 1.
It laughs as you land, hitting your head really hard on the concrete floor. Take a minor damage, but don't extinguish a candle. You have a concussion. 2 of them pick you up by your arms and begin dragging you along, leaving the 3 of you to wait behind. The cell door is unlocked. Looks like you can't do anything right. All you know how to do is fail, don't you? One of them mumbles as they continue to drag you further into the jail.
God.
Don't say that to my buddies. As Frankie starts running in the
Oh yeah? Okay. You gonna fight?
He's gonna get up into the face of one of the stuffed animal guards and start yelling, "Don't you dare say that to my friend! How dare you!"
Okay, can you roll me rapport for intimidation? Also, Nick, roll me a will.
+3.
Excellent. The stuffed animal does not budge, but kind of snides and go, fine, we'll take you too. Grabbing you and attempting to handcuff you. Roll me a athletics.
I'm gonna use 2 fate dice.
Excellent.
Oh.
What'd you get?
So will is a 4.
Okay. You manage to kind of choke it down, but you're not sure how well you'll be able to when you know what's coming. You're fine for now. But now is a temporary word. What'd you get?
4.
Excellent. You manage to kind of bend your way out of it and say, hey, no, I'm also here to help. Kind of jumping to a quick thing. Can you roll me context, actually?
Zero.
Okay. So you don't recognize any of these stuffed animals, but you kind of get a feel for them. And you're like, you, penguin character, throw out a name and roll me deceive.
Beaks.
Okay. For beats or beaks?
Beaks.
Okay, roll deceive.
I would have said Jeffrey.
I'm gonna spend 2 hate points again. Flanky's not a very deceptive boy. I accidentally pumped one of my dice and now I don't know what to do.
I think it was that one.
Okay. 0.
Okay. Nothing really comes of this. He kind of goes, whatever, fine. You all 3 can follow, but he's gonna have to face it eventually. As the deeper you head into the purple prison, the more cartoonish and childish it gets. Almost taking on like a playroom of styles. A very abandoned and not filled playroom, except for the stuffed animal guards. What are we thinking, Hallie?
I need to get away.
Okay, you trying to struggle?
Yeah.
Roll me physique.
Zero.
Okay, nothing comes of it. As you struggle and fight and buck, they kind of just drag you along. They go, you knew this was coming. You always knew this was coming. As they drag you into what appears a giant playroom that's filled with no toys. There's a pile of papers on the table that you recognize in horror. You hear a voice, and it's horrifically familiar.
Guys.
Can I like see what the papers say?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you roll me investigate?
Yeah.
This is getting juicy.
So that's +4.
Excellent. They are a transfer legal guardianship paperwork.
Hey, Howie. What happened to your parents?
Are you adopted?
It's okay if you are. I am too. I used to be Amish.
Frankie loves adoption. He adopts the neighborhood cats.
Are you?
The voice kind of rings out, this time louder, and you can make out the words. Oh, so now you're back. Okay.
I didn't mean to leave you here.
You did. You did. You told me you were getting away from them, and you left me here at a foster home. You thought I wouldn't find out? Well, guess what, Howie? They filled me in. Roll me another will check. As your younger sibling looks up at you with the most hatred and anger in your eyes you've ever seen in your life.
I would suggest one of these.
I would also suggest
I
one
would-
of them.
I would also suggest some fate
I'd
dice.
suggest 3 of them.
Perhaps you should roll like more than a 3. That's not much better.
What'd you get, Howie?
I think it's worse.
I think it's equally as bad.
You said will?
Yep.
1.
You feel your stomach crush in on itself. You think to yourself, oh God, I'm so sorry. Chris, you begin to mutter out his name, but he's overwhelmed as tears begin to stream down his cheek. He cries at you. It's so familiar to the day you had to leave him there. You never even explained to me where we were going. You betrayed my trust after we pinky promised. As you lose a candle, as you feel your heart die.
That is some crazy emotional damage. And that's saying something. I've been through stuff, man.
He dated Nicolas Cage.
Not. We will get this sorted out later. I will explain everything. Now is not the time.
Chris, I'm sorry.
It's not me you should only be apologizing to. Leo's here too. And from the distance walks out, dragged out by more stuffed animal guards, is a lady in chains. Your friend. Or if she still considers you that.
Oh God.
You have a lot to say, don't you? Well, I don't think either of us are interested in hearing it. Have fun rotting here forever, Howie. You feel in her jacket the pulse of your own soul as she takes Chris's hands and begins to walk away.
Please come back.
Can you please roll me a rapport check?
Okay. I see how it is. I think it's your hands.
You
You
got
want
any
mine?
fate dice left?
He's got 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna use sword.
It's what?
I'm gonna...
He's using fate dice.
Okay. Did you say -4?
No.
Okay.
You know what? You know what? Going with an even 0.
Okay. Pray. If anyone has divine intervention, that would be the time. Ooh. Okay.
You're a biblically accurate angel.
I was gonna say, I do have a thing called Wrath of the Gods. I don't know if that would help at all, but
You're gonna call upon it?
I sure could.
Would you like to?
Sure.
You won't come back to me? May Zeus smite you down.
I don't know what am I doing for that.
Okay, I want you to roll me a singular d6 and tell me what you get.
2.
Excellent. 2 clouds appear in the room and outstretch as one finger begins to point down. Holt and Chris and Leah both freeze. They look around confused as the stuffed animal guards crumble into fluff. You can stand now.
Faith, did you summon Zeus or Jesus Christ?
I think it's Amish Jesus.
Oh! I'm not Amish anymore. My family got kicked
That
out.
makes sense.
I want to run over to them.
Before you get too close, Leah holds out her hand and says, "What do you have to say for yourself?"
It should have been me. I should have gone, not you.
She looks down at Chris, who looks up, waiting.
I put you both in these horrible situations.
Why? Chris asks, terrified of your answer.
Because I was looking out for myself. I knew our parents couldn't take care of both of us, and I didn't want to take the fall.
Can you roll me a report, please?
Okay.
Do it again.
0.
So I rolled a -4.
Oh.
Lucky break.
Leah's eyes fill with tears. She covers her face with her hand. Chris nods and goes, "You were finally honest with us. With yourself." You watch as they kind of look at each other and place their hands together as they morph into a creature. A purple dog-like entity that has no eyes but a long mouth and several sets of purple razor-sharp teeth. Its ribs cracked into 2 parts of where their hands touched. A single beating bear sits in the middle that is purple. It crouches over on itself, its long claws dragging on the ground. The werewolf, the lycanthrope, outstretches its hand to you. You will be free of your moon curse. Once more.
I wish to take the hand and grab it.
It kind of leans in and goes, "If you make it out of here, take care of both of them for real this time. We've looked out for ourselves enough before fusing together in completion. You all have successfully retrieved your souls. Congratulations." As a final door appears, a red door with damnation where Don's name once was written across it.
If I learn anything from traffic lights, it means red means stop. Let's not go in.
Okay, but what have we learned from doors, Echo?
If I learned anything from
What's-
doors, it means go. Frankie places his hand on the handle.
Okay.
I open the door.
You all open the door, and for a second before your vision, each flashes your card. Faith, temperance appears before you. You feel empowered, ready, your will full of it. Echo, death flashes before you. You feel empowered, your will successful. Howie, the moon card flashes before you. You feel recognized, accepting of it now. And Frankie, strength. You feel empowered in a completely new and better way as you guys are suddenly in the middle of the woods.
Oh.
Red oaks grow out of the ground with bright red leaves. The moon glows a disgusting blackish red. The sky is pitch black. The ground appears to be a pool of blood as you are in the center of what appears to be a horrifically graphic forest. In the distance, you hear just chanting, dancing, and singing.
I think we're supposed to go towards the singing.
I mean, it sounds like something Faith would. It sounds like something John would be into. So let's go.
Laughter echoes around the woods with each step you take. However, you do see two vehicles on a wooden path waiting for you. Two very familiar motorcycles.
Yeah!
Yes!
Yes. I like grab Echo by the elbow nose. Come on!
Oh my gosh.
You're riding a motorcycle today.
That leaves me with you.
Come on, Frankie.
Frankie gets on the back of the motorcycle and like absolutely wraps his arms around you like hugging.
Not too tight, Frankie.
I put a helmet on myself and Echo.
Oh, there's no helmets.
There's no helmets.
No.
And as you guys hop into the vehicles, you feel the brick path
not
behind you begin to
motorcycles.
sink into the earth. It's time for the high-speed chase.
No, there's motorcycles in the middle of the forest, but if they have helmets, come on, don't be ridiculous.
All right, I need the drivers to both roll me drive. Co-pilots, if you want to help out at all, please roll me empathy. And you guys add your scores together for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna use
I will absolutely
some
roll
fake dice
empathy.
really fast.
All right, that is. I got a 2 for empathy.
I'm gonna use one fate dice.
So I've got a +4.
Excellent. And with homeboy's number over there?
2.
2.
I'm gonna
So it's
use-
+4 with the 2.
Yeah.
All right, 4. You rev into gear and shoot off into the night. All right, the other 2.
2.
You guys also rev into the night successfully.
Oh.
Oh.
Just barely, though, as the path behind you falls into the earth. You hear kind of Dawn's voice, like, very loud amongst the singing as she kind of, like, laughs and bounces back and forth as you guys get closer and closer to a giant wooden stick structure that makes what appears to be a very unfamiliar symbol. If anyone wants to roll me lore, try to figure it out, let me know.
We all roll lore.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
-3.
0.
Okay,
+3.
excellent. Howie?
-3.
Excellent. So,
Put it in their house.
Faith, in your time in religious studies, you have learned that that one is Aleister Crowley's personal symbol of occultism. The mark of the beast.
Y'all.
As you guys ride closer and closer and closer to it.
What's that symbol?
It's whatever you said.
Mark of the beast.
Yeah, the mark of the beast.
I didn't know how we had a signature.
Pray.
That's insane. So now what? We know it's the mark. What do we do about it?
I don't know what to do about it. Let's just keep going.
All right. You guys make your way closer as there appears to be what appears to be an altar and a bunch of stick people kind of dancing amongst it, around it. On the altar lies Jocelyn, hog-tied, with nothing but an apple in her mouth. She looks around horrified in her witch costume, the hat removed from her head, her fake blonde showing with her dark roots as she kind of like panickedly looks around. And above her, floating happily with 2 knives in her hands now, rests Dawn, kind of fixing her broken body that was pulled apart earlier. You all now have your souls, but where's the exit? What are we doing?
Okay. If we recall back to the Ouija board, Dawn said something about like if Jocelyn would ever like accept their differences or something like that.
We need to get the
So-
apple out of her mouth and get her to make an apology right now.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Alright. So we want to do a drive-by rescue grab?
Motorcycle
she's
in,
kinda
grab the
hog-tied, though.
apple.
I can use my boomerang inhaler again.
No, we need to like get her not tied up. That way we can actually like, you know, move her.
Hang on. Is she tied to the table or is she just tied?
She's just tied.
Oh, okay, never mind. Let's just drive by rescue time.
You're a strong boy.
Drive by rescue.
All right. The motorcycle really can only hold 2 people, though. So, are you going to risk throwing your bike off balance and rolling with disadvantage? Is the real question. DM hit.
Maybe if we use the bike to get close and just take the apple out of her mouth. Then she can say sorry and it'll all go away.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. You guys roll me a drive, and you roll me. You know what? Go ahead and just roll me a regular athletics. You've earned it. Drive and athletics. Don't crash the bike.
Were we all rolling for drive?
Just those that were going to
Okay.
steal the apple.
That's a +2.
Excellent, Howie.
4.
Great. Best roll of the night. Can we get a round
That's
of applause?
greater than 1. Let's
Yeah.
go.
You got one good roll. Let's
It actually
go.
happened tonight.
Howie, you managed to perfectly curve the bike as Frankie grabs the apple from her mouth. What do you guys want to say to her as you're driving by?
Apologize right now. It's the only way to get out of here.
Jocelyn screams out, "Oh my God, Dawn, why are you doing this? I've literally done nothing to you ever. I'm sorry if you think I've ever hurt your feelings." Dawn's attention gets back down towards Jocelyn. What? Jocelyn kind of looks up and goes, "I'm sorry if you think I hurt your feelings. Because honestly, you're not a brat. You are my sister." But in the middle of talking, Dawn slams the knife down into her. Oh my God! In front of everyone. Jocelyn kind of lets out this like pained gasp and like falls limp on the altar and goes, "I'm sorry. You don't deserve this." And Dawn's eyes sort of become unpossessed for a moment. She looks down and goes, "What?" Jocelyn goes, "You don't deserve this. You don't deserve being ignored. I'm sorry I failed you. I guess that was my biggest fear. You deserve better." She falls dead, limp on the altar. Dawn lets out this horrified scream and rips at her own hair, pulling it out. And she goes, "No, it wasn't supposed to. You were." Oh God, it did come true. All of it. She looks at the 3 cards in her hand. I failed to realize I became a monster because of it. Oh God. She looks up as 3 doors with the exit sign appear. And only 3 of you are allowed to leave. Oh God, this is all my fault. You have to decide amongst yourselves. Don't make me ruin it worse. Who gets out? And who stays? You have 3 minutes to decide.
Oh my God.
Frankie will stay behind.
What? No way, no way.
Aw,
Frankie, you're
thank
too
you,
good.
Frankie. Now I'd like to use a stunt, Ninja Vanish, and go towards one of the doors immediately.
Go ahead and spin the die.
I will Wrath of the Gods you back here.
Did you actually use it?
Sure.
All right. Go ahead and use the 3 dice, and I want you to roll me stealth.
You better use fate dice to roll lower right now.
Angel, if you really want to intervene, can I suggest fight?
I'm tackling him.
I am swinging him by the legs into the floor.
Okay. You can also roll athletics. 2 minutes remain.
Hang on. Can I use?
Hands up.
4+ for stealth.
You too?
+4 to snatch him.
5 for athletics.
You are sadly not able to get away in time, Echo. Yes.
No!
You
Hang
are
on.
going to stay here and deliberate this with us.
You're
Two.
going
1
to
minute
stay
remains.
here forever.
I thought
As
you
the
said you
sun
would
begins
sacrifice
to
yourself.
arise to the horizon, you see it through the exit doors. You have 1 minute left to decide who leaves.
Honestly, I think for being so selfish, Echo should stay.
I'm gonna toss Echo farther back away from the door.
Okay, you better hurry though. There's like seconds left.
Oh, good golly.
Can I struggle against that?
You can keep running towards the door.
You know what?
After
I'm gonna do it.
Are the
I'm gonna
bikes still
use-
around?
No.
You can't even
It's
drive.
my bike. These are our
Barely any
bikes.
time is left as the sun begins to
I don't
rise
remember if we got off
higher.
the bike or not.
I wish to shoot.
Echo?
Echo.
We don't have time for that.
Frankie's
'Kay, roll to
running
shoot.
towards the doors.
The doors slowly begin to open, revealing the sun is almost completely up.
4.
As the house begins to sink into hell, you barely have moments to leave. Quickly, everyone roll. Highest gets out.
I used 3 fate dice.
Quickly, now.
I used 3.
No more rerolling. You only get 1 fate reroll.
Sure.
Okay.
Is this athletics or raw roll?
Raw roll.
1.
Didn't change anything.
1.
1.
2.
You 3 rerolling it out now. Faith, you make it outside the door, turning to see the house sink deeper and deeper. Only 2 of you are going to make it. 1 reroll.
No.
Got -2.
-1.
Negative 1. Frankie?
-1.
I'm so sorry to inform you, Echo. You do not make it out. As the house sinks into hell, devouring itself entirely, the whole seals as all you see now is the sunrise. Congratulations. You've made it to dawn. And you.
No one go through my search
The end.
history.
Thanks for watching. Okay. We're done.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
This is what we do now.
Round of applause for everyone who played. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, that's Jeremy over there. We got Matthew, Nick, and Angel. Thank you all so much for
Our
watching.
sitcom still frames.
This hurts so much.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.